I know. It's been so long since we've gotten this kernel information about Doctor Who after the end of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, who, she will be missed. That finale was great, but seeing her regenerate into the new 14th Doctor, David Tennant again. It's been so long since we've gotten that, and I know so many have been wanting to know what this was going to be, how this was going to happen. So many questions, just watching the trailers, not knowing what these stories were, and then we finally found out that these stories were going to be three specials, one a week, which I absolutely love. Get the holiday, Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving specials. So three specials we know now have come out. The first one, the Star Beast, which just is now released, came out November 25th on Disney Plus. If you got it in BBC, their player that they now have is their digital streaming service. Oh man, been looking forward to this all week. Have been waiting to find out exactly what this was going to be, how it was going to be. All I knew was David Tennant was in it, and I was absolutely ready to get this thing going. Uh, Russell T Davies is back after writing like the first four series of Doctor Who. Coming back to this, I mean, as somebody that's been watching Doctor Who for a while, and I mean pretty much majority of my life watching Doctor Who, and I mean it's just meant a lot for him to come back and do this and be the head writer on the show going forward. I think this is the energy that the show needs. I think that's what they're essentially doing here, is trying to give the series a bit of a kick as it's dragged down a little over the years, and maybe lost a little luster. Not to say it's been like horribly bad or anything like that, but I'm just saying like it's not the same energy as it was when obviously Tennant was on the scene and Matt Smith was on the scene, and so on and so on. But here we are. Back again, like I said, with the first special, which is like I said on Disney Plus, the Star Beast. Now, gotta say, written by Russell T Davies, and this is adapted from the original Doctor Who comic strip. But I gotta say, I didn't know what to expect from this, and I gotta say, I'm not disappointed. I'm absolutely not disappointed. This story is surrounding an alien species by the name of the Meep, who is being targeted for a capture by two rival organizations. And if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. This is just me reviewing the episode, tell you what I thought. If it's worth the watch, it's Doctor Who back. But we get into this, and right off the break, the 14th Doctor's back. I'm excited. TARDIS lands. It's something about that TARDIS landing, and you just ready to get into your adventure, man. And I felt like this was definitely it. This was definitely it brought me back as soon as I seen that TARDIS, and seeing Tennant come out of it, the 14th Doctor come out, brought me back to like 2007, 2008, 2009 of seeing David Tennant, man, and just having the time of my life. And I just knew as soon as he got out, we was gonna have an adventure. And I really like this story. This was a simple Alien of the Week story, while further closing some doors, and tidying up some things from previous. We get Donna in this, who obviously comes back. You see her in the trailer, but I think this does a really good job of tidying up her story. I thought it was cool with how it ends in the End of Time. Part 2, where Tennant comes and sees her get married again and gives her the lottery ticket, essentially making sure she was going to be pretty much good. I thought we were good there, but I feel like this is even better to further get into a character that we really haven't seen in like 15 years. Since 2009, basically, have not seen Donna. And like I said, I think it tidies it up really well. We see Donna's daughter Rose. We see her husband is back that we saw in the previous. We see her mom who aged very good, by the way. And I just want to make sure, I want to make sure I get that actress's name. I want to make sure I get this right. she looks really good. I think they all really age well. Surprisingly, as for how long this has been. So of course we got David Tennant coming back as the Doctor. Catherine Tate is Donna Noble. Yasmin Finney is Rose Noble. Kari Collins is Sean, her husband, and Jacqueline King, who's playing Sylvia Noble, Catherine's mom, or Donna's mom, who I was thinking about. She's barely aged in 15 years. So somebody else is a Time Lord in the show. We definitely know who it is. So like I said, we pretty much get the story around her family and getting Donna back, and we all remember the story of which this episode introduces you right off the break, gives you a recap of those events of what happened with Donna, where her mind had to be wiped because she took in the mind of a Time Lord, and her human body could not handle that, or she would die. So that's pretty much where we are. The Doctor trying to avoid her at all costs. And the first time we see them meet each other, he somehow lands and runs right into her and helps her with some boxes, puts the box right back on top, and tries to go away. So I immediately that was another partners in crime moment for me, where they just meet each other. They just have like the silliest time. I love them two together. We get the new sonic screwdriver, which I am so impressed with. Immediately regret not having that in my at least two of them at this point. Impressed with the Sonic. I hope that is the Sonic that continues into the new guy that we got coming, because this is the best Sonic screwdriver they've had by far. This is my favorite. I love the design. It's a homage, obviously, to all the other Doctors previous, but I really love this. The meep in this episode, this special, I love this character. First time, like I said, they adapted this from a Doctor Who comic strip back in the day, and I really love the way they just the special effects on this look really good. The practical effects, I want to make sure I get the Wrath, who are like these grasshopper looking characters, and this look really good. All practical effects, man. Nice prosthetic suit, stuff like that. Looks good. I think they did a really good job, man. I mean, the way it's shot, it looks beautiful. Trying to go back to those first 4 seasons, which have been rescaled. And I don't know what the actual rate is, like for 1080. I definitely know it's not 4K. I don't know, but the Blu-rays are out now for that. So they have to try to go back to those previous episodes. Nowhere, you see how far we've come from 2005, obviously, to when they actually started shooting in HD. This looks good. This looks like a movie. And like I said, you can definitely tell, man, the BBC is somehow revitalizing this. Like they somehow, I feel like for a little bit there, they kind of fell off, and it might have had a lot to do with the pandemic. But I feel like they kind of care a lot about Doctor Who again. Like they remember, like, hey, this is the thing that makes us popular. And I appreciate that, because it looks good. Like I said, we get a lot of the relationship between Donna and her daughter Rose, and like kind of the everything that surrounds that, and everything, showing how supportive of a mother she is, how good of a person she is, which is funny because she really doesn't seem like she cares for her husband that much. Maybe that's just me and the perspective of it. It definitely just seems like he just got her there. And we just, like I said, we get to see a lot of how they're living now, past 2009, where we last left in 2009, 2010, because we were going into a new year. But yeah, the Meep and the Wrath are like the stars of the show, man. Seeing David Tennant come back and just absolutely kill it, seeing Donna come back and Catherine Tate come back as Donna and absolutely kill it, and just I feel like they tied a bow on that story. Somebody that listens to the audio dramas, hearing David and Catherine come back and just do that, just to get any story in between the story is amazing. Like I said, just having David there, man, seeing him come back for another ride for the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, this is absolutely worth it. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's on Disney Plus right now. Figure out how you're gonna watch it, but it's definitely worth it. As a Doctor Who fan, this brought me back. It felt like I was back there again, and I never left. Um, like I said, not going to spoil anything for you guys, but I will say this is, for me, this was a 7 out of 10. There were some things that I wanted to see more of Doctor Who wise, but I understand why we can't get it all. And I understand there's a story building here. But yeah, it was a solid 7 out of 10. And the reason, like I said, it was a good story. I really loved introducing the Doctor, but it felt kind of incomplete to like just the way it ends. So that's all I'm gonna say on that one. And for those who haven't seen it, obviously, we got it's a surprise for you in the TARDIS. So make sure you stay to the end. Obviously, got a new surprise for you in TARDIS, and I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, Doctor's back, Tennant's back, Donna's back, Catherine's back. Man, I can't believe they just started doing this in 2022, and I'm so happy to get this. First special, Star Beast is in the books. Check it out. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Is Doctor Who back for you? Are you enjoying it? Are you excited to see where this goes? Do you feel like it has the juice it needs? Leave me a comment. Let me know, and I'll see you guys for another review. See you.